when Reagan came in, Reagan killed all that. He also they also killed the FCC rule that prevented multiple corporations from owning various types of advertising services. You can only own so many radio stations and so many TV stations. You couldn't just own everything. So now, when that went away, everybody, all the mom and pop stations got bought up by the corporations. Because used to be a time there was two record industries. There was the independent and there was the majors. We came up in the independents. We jumped into the majors for a while, but we came back down to the independents. Okay. And that was because you had what they call P1, P2 stations. And the stations would allow you couldn't get on. P1 was like Kiss FM in LA. That was like out of the question. K-Day was a P1, but it was a friendly P1. KGLH was a P2. That was an independent station. And this is how they kept balancing competition amongst competitors, and people benefited from that because you get benefits. People would compete for your business. Ain't no competing for your business now. You got me. You ain't got nobody else. This is what I want for it. Fuck you. Like they said on Goodfellas. Fuck you. Pay me. You want some gas? Fuck you. Pay me. Okay. It's $6.50 a gallon. Fuck you. Pay me. Rushing the water. If the week stops, it's still gonna be $5 a gallon. Fuck you. Pay me. Okay. When they didn't raise it up so high, when it come back down and they get to $5, we're gonna be happy.
We're gonna be happy. Yes.
Oh my God, it's only $5 now. Whoa. Oh, it was $3.40. It was $3.49 before it went up, but now it's $5. We happy as hell because it ain't $6 no more. But trust me,
slaves.
Time it will be $6.
Man.
It will
the game. And the sad thing about like how you mentioned the radio stations, now like 3 radio companies own all the radio stations in America. And once that happened, that's why every radio station's playing the same shit. Like radio became so watered down. Am I correct in saying that?
Totally, absolutely. That's why there's no balance in hip hop right now. That you think the only hip hop artists all make the same kind of crap? No.
Exactly.
But they only let you hear a certain kind of crap. Okay? It's like food. There are a lot of good restaurants, but McDonald's got the market saturated with all the good spots. McDonald's is everywhere. So even if there are good spots, other places that sell healthier food, you got to find them. If you don't know where they are, you ain't gonna find them. But I tell you what, it's easy to find this McDonald's stuff on a regular basis. So hey, let's pull over there, feed the kids just right here, as opposed to looking for a healthier alternative. And there are, I don't know if maybe there are. Don't hold me to this, but I have not seen a chain healthier alternative than McDonald's. You would think by now somebody would have a hell of a Mac turkey burger. Okay, you think by now somebody would have a hell of a Mac turkey burger or a Jack in the Box or somebody. But they all work together. If you look at PepsiCo, PepsiCo's downline as far as ownership between PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, and Nestle, shit, you done. If you look at those 3 companies and see who all they own, you can't get away from them. Especially Nestle. Nestle own more shit than you really have. You have no idea how much stuff Nestle owns.
Yep.
Okay. So my man Mark Adams said Clearwater.
He meant Clear State, Clear Channel.
Clear Channel. Yeah. Clear Channel. So, you're right, because Clear Channel owns radio stations, they own billboards, they own television stations, and they own venues. When they start owning the venues, because now even if you are an artist, and they can break the artist and they can put you to work. So you got to play the game that they give you. They own all the parts that you need. You might get to play a little small venue. You're not gonna play the Forum. You ain't gonna play up in SoFi. You ain't gonna play nothing significant. Madison Square Garden, because they are owned by major corporations that are also in partnership with the radio station, if not owned by them. And if you're not of a certain level, they don't do low level shit. If you ain't Drake or Lil Wayne or Beyonce or somebody, you're not gonna get. You might get I don't know, a 3,000 seater, but you ain't gonna get no major concerts. But where money is.
And here's another layer to that. If you piss somebody off or you upset any group, one sort of group out there, you're gonna get banned from all the radio stations and because they own everything.
Right. So here we are. It used to be a time if you pissed off the big boys, you could always come back home. Okay, ain't no home to come back to. Ain't no home to come back to.
Yep. Art asked, and I pretty much know this one, Art. Lonzo, back in the day, a lot of artists had radio play on college radio stations, underground. Does that still occur? It does still occur, but just on an internet level. You know, the radio dial is dead. I mean, every radio is pretty much dead. It's right. Everything's online.
Phone, what they say? TV killed the radio, and the internet cut the television throat.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. TV killed the radio and the internet cut the television throat. Same thing.
I bet you if you ask the average 15-year-old right now to go to the car and put in 105.9, they would have no idea what I'm talking about.
None whatsoever. They've taken away, they've given you so much freedom, you don't know where to go. You have no map. You have so many TV channels right now. I have a TV channel. When you have so many TV channels, you have so many different radio stations. Everybody got a podcast. People are starting podcasts every day. Everybody's competing for your attention. Everybody, including me, to get advertised. I don't advertise nothing other than my stuff, but for the most part, everybody wants your attention. And you'll find I find myself sometimes. I got a TV on, I got this phone in my hand, and I might even have my Alexa on in the background. That's how crazy I can get sometimes. Okay.
Gemini, baby, Gemini.
TV on, scrolling through Facebook, and Alexa's in the background. Okay. Okay.
Yep. I don't like quiet. That's so weird. Well, when I want it, when I want quiet, I want it. But for the most part, I need talk radio or something in the back.
My lady gets mad as hell. But why you got so much stuff on? Because that's what I do. And she don't understand it. I know everything is going on. I may not quote it. I can't quote it word for word, but I can tell you what the subject matter is on everything. Okay. What can I tell you? I'm weird like that.
Yep. Yeah, I remember going back to radio really quick. I remember when I realized radio was dead. This was some time back when YouTube kind of first came out. But I remember I was listening to a popular radio station in LA, and the host was like, after this commercial break, we're going to have such and such's new song coming up. Never heard before, such and such song. And I was like, dude, I literally just heard that on YouTube about 30 minutes ago. And here you are telling me that never before heard. So that's when I was like, damn, radio's dead, man. Something that I grew up loving is dead. And now it's this. Now it's YouTube. Now it's podcasts. And it is what it is.
I used to, I realized radio was dead when I was at the Hollywood Park Casino. And I would give KGLH $1,000 a week to advertise my club. Okay. I would give them a check on Friday for $1,000 to do the promotion and the advertising. Before the check hit the bank Monday morning, I'd already made $3,000 or $4,000. Before they cashed it, I'd made $3,000 or $4,000. I did that for about 2 or 3 years, and all of a sudden, it stopped working. And people start talking about Facebook. And I'm on Facebook. What the hell is that? And I heard about it. I saw it, but I didn't realize it was a source of advertising. By the time I got to back to Avalon in 2008, KGLH was I tried to buy advertising, no good. Didn't mean no good whatsoever. I would actually buy advertising only on the Steve Harvey morning show. I'd buy 2 commercials. About 3 commercials on Steve Harvey's show, about 4 commercials, 2 on Friday, 2 on Thursday, 2 on Friday, and maybe 1 in Tammy Mack. And those things, it cost me $1,000. Steve was getting $200 a spot. Okay, and that shit worked because that was the hottest show in Los Angeles. Steve, because everybody wanted to hear the Strawberry Letter. I paid the extra money to make sure they were doing the Strawberry Letter. Okay, and it worked. I hear my commercials every morning taking my kids to school. By the time I got home from my dropping the kids off, my phone was lit up. People booking parties, And I did that a couple times, and it didn't work no more. And it was like, wow. And I started doing some investigating, and that's when I realized social media was moving in. And by the time I got back to Avalano Segundo, social media took over. Radio, I bought radio a couple times at last year at I was at the French Quarters, but it was just a donation to KD Legends Fund.